Yoshi! Hello Nintendo fans and welcome to C3's video playthrough of Yoshi's New Island for Nintendo 3DS. It's the latest in the Yoshi's Island series and developed exclusively for Nintendo 3DS by developer Arzest. Now, as you can see from our little hands-on off-camera footage, it looks absolutely adorable, full of classic Yoshi charm, and of course little dinosaur is ever cute. The art style is brimming with beautiful, colourful pastel colours, little patchwork textured designs. It's very reminiscent of the previous Yoshi's Island games. The sprites, however, are more trying to lean towards perhaps 3D or 2.5D in design. They look a little bit off perhaps on the 3DS screen. However, when you flick the switch into 3D, it does actually look a lot better. It's one of those games that looks obviously fabulous and gorgeous in 2D, yet performs just that little bit better in 3D. It feels almost if the background and foreground elements and the sprites themselves were made for the 3DS effect in mind. I mean, here on this off-screen footage you can see backgrounds are just slightly blurred to give that sense of distance, and that really becomes more apparent when playing in 3D. Now, in terms of the actual gameplay, there wasn't actually too much in the way of this demo. I mean, you've got these classic mechanics, enemies, characters, egg throwing, gobbling up your foes to create eggs. Of course, the Baby Mario timer, just causing that little bit of difficulty and tension if you get hit. And you've also got this sort of just a little bit of motion control thrown in there for good measure. I mean, it's interesting. You can see the entire surrounding area, being able to navigate from afar. It's not exactly game changing or particularly revolutionary in that respect, but it does offer a nice little addition to the continual left to right platforming. Down the pipe we go. Come on, Yoshi. Now, one of the things we weren't actually sure of whilst playing this demo is whether these levels are actually that short, because as you can tell in this playthrough, that first level, opening level, didn't really have too much going on for it. Very quick, very easy to get through. Not entirely sure whether it's just because this is a quick little E3 demo, or if that's the state of the game, if it's really going to be that short in nature. We'll certainly see once the game actually comes out later in 2014. So plenty of work to be done. Now, as you can see, I'm absolutely terrible. Woo! Even staying alive. I can't even aim those eggs. I mean, the mechanic on the 3DS is essentially the same as previous games. You would actually tap once to start aiming and tap again to release the egg. Like so. Yeah. One thing I did notice actually while I was playing this demo were some of the locked doors, so perhaps backtracking to actually go through more of the level might be an option. Never quite know. But it would be interesting if they do develop the game like that, to encourage returning to these previous areas. We shall see. Okay, so that's all we go. Would you look at that? World 1-3 already. Now, I'm not too sure whether yes, whether they that was the entire level, or if that door would take you onto, you know, an extra part of that level in the actual main game. Now this, in particular, this was quite a highlight of the demo. I mean, it obviously is the last and supposedly hardest of the 3 levels, but this really encouraged a little bit more depth to the first 2. So we're going to have to get keys, try up doors, solve a little tiny bit of puzzles in this level. So it's really sort of harking back to the old Yoshi design here. I'm terrible at this, as you can tell. Not exactly the best playthrough you've probably ever seen, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, maybe not. Come on, get Yoshi, get Mario. There we go. He's just teaching us the ground pound move. So we're going to get back to that front door, and there we go. A little bit of boss time ahead. It's magical! Now to face off this crazy little bat. And what he does is he spawns mini bats. What you have to do is gobble them up, turn them into eggs, and then fire at the bat. It sounds as simple as that. But alas, I am not very good at that. So it was a bit tricky. Gobble! And oh, and again. These dots go a bit crazy. Almost. That's it. Hopefully one more. We'll get Baby Mario. Okay. Ba-boom! And there we go. Boss defeated. Thumbs up. And that brings us to the end of our Yoshi's New Island 3DS playthrough. We will see you soon.